Hello everyone and welcome to Tic-Tac-Toe game series part 5. In this tutorial we will create a simple yet very effective uh, mechanism of the game, which is the color change of the winning streak or the losing streak. So for example, let's say I win over here, this 3 axes here will change their color to green, and if we lose, the 3 O's will change their color to red. Okay, which will indicate that visually indicate where the win or loss was occurred. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we need to do is to keep track of the winning cells or the losing cells. So to do that, we need to create an array of type uh, tic-tac-toe cell widget, which will store our cells, our winning or losing cells. So the array of type tic-tac-toe, oh my god, cell widget. Let's call it winning, losing cells. Okay. Next, in our game mode.cpp, in our check for win function, we need to check if the game was won. Okay. And if so, we need to store the winning cells in the array. So first we need to winning underscore losing cells dot empty. We need to clear the array if in case it was not empty, and then we need to store the winning cell dot add. Okay, so to add a cell, we need to get a reference to our cells array in our widget. So tic-tac-toe widget instance cells, and we need to get the index of this cell. Okay, so right now let me explain. Let's create the grid real quick. Okay, so let's say, and since we are checking for rows here, let's say we won using this row. Okay, so to check which row, right now we know it's this index 0, 1, 2, right? But later on, the code will not know, because we might actually win on this row, or this first row. So to let the code knows, we need to create a mathematic function to calculate which cell index was the winning is on, and to store it inside this array. So since we are checking for rows, the method is as follows. So let me give you an example real quick. So over here, I represents the row, right? So the method is I times 3 for to get the row. Okay, so let's say the row is 0. Okay, which means this row. If I is 0 times 3, it's equal to 0. So cell index 0 will be added to the array. Next, we need to add these other two rows cells. So to do that, we do 0 times 3 plus 1, 0 times 3 plus 2. This will return 1, this will return 2, 1, 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that over here. So cells, first one is I times 3. Okay, the second one, let's copy this one here 2 times. The second one is I times 3 plus 1, and the third one is I times 3 plus 2. Okay, so now this one is ready. First cell in the row, second cell in the row, third cell in the row. So let's give another example. So if we want inside this row, okay, this row is equal to index 1. Okay, so I equal 1. So I 1 times 3 is equal to 3, right? So the first cell index is 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay? The second index is +1, 4, +2, 5. So these 3 will be added to our array. Nice. So now let's go for columns. The column wins is actually a little bit simpler. Let's clear the array first, then let's copy this one. Let's change this one to column. Okay, so the first cell will be I, simply I. Why? Because, well, the method here is I plus 3. Okay, that's because, let me give you an example. So for columns, let's say we want on this column, okay, so this row over here, it's equal to 0. This row is equal to 1. This row is equal to 2. And this column is equal to 0, right? So the first cell in this row, in this column, is equal to 0, right? And the second cell is equal to 0 plus 0 plus how many cells from here to here? It's 1, 2, 3. So 1, 0 plus 3. And the third one is 0 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 0 plus 6, which will return 0, 3, and 6. 0, 3, and 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 3 will be added to our array here. Okay? So I, the first one. The second one is I plus 3. And the third one is I plus 6. Nice. And last, for our diagonal ones, okay, for our diagonal ones, we actually have two way of diagonal ones. We have x, x, x in here, and we have o, 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 like so. So, the first one is 0. The first one is 0. The second one is 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last one is 8, right? Here it's 2, 4, and 6. So we can go ahead and just add them in here. So this one is 0, grid 0, 0, which is here, grid 1, 1, which is here, and grid 2, 2, which is here. Okay, so this one has the cell index of 0, 4, and 8. So 0, 4, and 8. And second diagonal one has 2, 4, and 6. And that's about it. Now our winning and losing cells are added to the array. Now it's time to change the color of it. We need to create a function in our cell widget to change the color. Let's make it public because we are going to use it in our game mode. So void change cell color, and take a parameter of linear color. new color. Okay, so if um, if text, what did you call it? Symbol? Yeah, if symbol. So symbol set color and opacity new color. It's that simple. Now let's go and into our game mode. Player one. Okay, outside this loop, we create another loop. Let's actually copy this and we change the array to winning, losing cells. Cell, change symbol, change color. Yeah, change cell color to, okay, so this player one, so we need to change it to F linear color green. And let's copy this to our AI1 function. And let's change the color to red. Let's compile. This should work. It doesn't work, however, because I think we haven't forward declared. Yeah, we need to forward declare the cell widget class here, so we can actually create a function of it, of its type. Sorry, an array of its type. Okay, now it should work. Nice, it's successfully compiled. So let's go ahead and test it. Nice, so we won and we changed the color to green. Let's try and lose. I hope we can lose against easy AI. Yep, we lost and the color changed to red and the text is AI1. So that's it for this tutorial. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment if you have any error or any question. And see you in the next tutorial.